And what's good, everybody? Welcome in here once again to Behind the Arc Basketball. So we got a great night. Part of this doubleheader. The first game here, Syracuse versus number 8 ranked Virginia. After this one, we'll go with another great game, Big 12 matchup. Number 10 Texas Tech taking on number 11 West Virginia. Part of the doubleheader today here for the play-by-play. Appreciate you guys for stopping on by. We got Goody out on the stream as well as Behind the Arc fan XXJ. Welcome on the channel, man. Armando, welcome back in here. Bud Aiden, welcome to the stream. Yep, I'll be covering after this one, West Virginia versus Texas Tech. Ian, welcome back as well. As should be a good one. We got Bradley out here, the mod squad back in the building. Virginia, they've won 6 straight games right now for the Cavaliers. 10-2 on the season, hosting this one. And they are perfect in the ACC at 6-0, but taking on a Syracuse team that looks like they have turned the corner, and they are getting much better here for Syracuse. Winners of their past 2 straight. However, they struggled on the road this year, 1-3 in their road games here. They're tied for 8th in the ACC. In this game here for Syracuse, this is a big one for their bubble chances for today. Winners against Virginia Tech by 18 in the last matchup. Syracuse shot the ball 57%. They made 57% of their 2-point shots, and Virginia is the number 1 team defending the 2-point shot in the conference so far this season. So we get tipped off with this one. Syracuse had it. They tipped it to the court for Syracuse, and Syracuse right away just got called for a turnover off of travel. So Virginia will have the ball first possession. White uniforms for Virginia. Orange for Syracuse in this game. Virginia moves it around the perimeter. At the top of the key, they get called for the turnover. So Virginia doesn't turn over the basketball that much, but they came into this game number 1 fewest turnovers in college hoops. Hey, what's good, Anthony? Not sure just yet. All the way about February 11th. So, not sure about BYU St. Mary's all the way on February 11th so far. I usually just take it like week by week. 19:20 left to go. Syracuse missed a jumper. Virginia gets the rebound. Left baseline into the hands of Jay Huff. He passes it off, gets deflected, goes out of bounds. Got a lot of Syracuse here for the upset. I'm actually going to go for Virginia in this one today. So, I think today it's going to be, for my predictions, the 2 teams that made it to the national title in 2019. So I'm going to take Virginia in this one, and then Texas Tech in the late game for today. Virginia back with a possession. Left corner 3, no good. Rattled out by Trey Murphy. Rebound goes right back over to Syracuse. Scoreless through the first minute in this one. Orange has the ball. They'll take the jumper. They strike first. At the right baseline going down for Syracuse. So they're on the board. It's the coach's son too, Buddy Boeheim, for 2. 18:45 left to go. Virginia with a possession. Kihei Clark moves it back over to the top here to Beekman. They floated over right baseline. And Virginia turns it over. Terrible start here for Virginia. Just exactly how they started against Gonzaga. Goody going to go for the upset as well. Yeah, I'm going to take BYU in that game over Pepperdine on Wednesday. Jumper no good by Syracuse. Rebound goes back to Virginia here. Cavaliers at the top of the key. They move it back outside into the hands of Trey Murphy. Yeah, I can't believe over a year just flew by, man. I remember that day. It's just so unfortunate. The whole time just stopped during that day. They pass it inside underneath for Virginia as Jay Huff has it. He's triple teamed underneath, puts it up, and no good. Hit the left part of the rim. Rebound by Syracuse. Syracuse now with the ball. Boeheim dribbles inside, guarded by Huff. Left baseline, moves it out. Into the key, they'll take the jumper. They got it. Mid-range for 2 by Syracuse. Hey, what's good, Lucas? Welcome to the stream, man. We just started off in this one. Marek Dolajai with his first bucket of the game for Syracuse. Virginia yet to score. They'll see if they can answer. They do. Kihei Clark hits it at the left elbow. Slow and methodical. That's the offense of Virginia here. It's been like that for quite a while. 17-10 left to go. Syracuse ball. Top of the key. They have it. Moves it over to the right wing to Griffin. Griffin, a transfer from Illinois. He'll take the jumper. Hits it. Syracuse can score. They got multiple weapons on this team. And they've been able to step up defensively as of late as well. What's good, Jason? Welcome to the stream, man. So we're under 17 minutes left to go. Virginia only with 2 on the board. They pass over right baseline. Huff back outside to Murphy. He bobbles it. Able to grab it, though. Murphy puts it at the top of the key into the hands of Sam Hauser. He takes the 3. He hits it. And now it's a 1-point game. So 16:30 now left to go first half. Syracuse has it back. Armando really wanted to get a Lakers jersey. Doesn't have the money for $300 there. Sorry to hear that, man. What's good, Jose? Welcome to the stream here, man. Syracuse missed the shot inside. Rebound back to Virginia. I have no clue if the BYU game's a makeup of Wednesday. Virginia missed the 3-point shot. Rebound by Syracuse. Am I going to stay up to midnight? The last game tonight's probably going to get done around 11 or so. Like 11:15. Because it starts off at 9. Usually college games take like 2 hours around. Right baseline jumper. Virginia missed it. They get the offensive rebound though with Hauser. They move it back outside. Murphy. He'll take the 3. He hits it. So Virginia able to find the gaps. Hitting 2 3-point shots right now. 2 for 4 from the perimeter. And the Cavaliers up here 8-6. What's good, Breezy? Welcome to the stream here. Breezy, an Illini fan. Miss Alan Griffin, I hear you. He's been great so far this season for Syracuse. They had 3 players in this roster here for Syracuse, averaging over 15 per game. All top 12 in the conference. Jumper, no good off the mark by Quincy Guerrier. Rebound here to Virginia. Hey, what's good, Kevin? Welcome to the stream, man. I know, bud. I cannot believe that they lost that game. Lobs it over the top, and that's an alley-oop throwdown for 2 by Jay Huff. Yeah, my night's been going pretty well. Virginia started out slow, part of an 8-zip run, though, by the Cavaliers. Yeah, I heard about that. Cardinals had a big schedule change, so Boston College got canceled now. BC's in the pause, now playing Clemson on Wednesday, and then Georgia Tech. You guys got on Monday, and then Syracuse on Wednesday. Some big games coming up there for sure. Syracuse, deep 3 from way outside. No good off the mark right there. At the left wing perimeter by Griffin. It gets rebounded here by Virginia. Part of an 8-zip run by the Cavaliers. Back outside, Hauser. He'll take a 3 off the mark. Missed it. Virginia just trying to hit as many 3-point shots as possible. And rebound's going to go to Syracuse. Syracuse fires, takes a 3, hits the rim short. It's turning out to be a 3-point shooting contest so far in this one. 14 minutes as we approach the mark. We've yet to have a single fall in this game. This game going by really fast. Stoppage in time, kick ball violation by Syracuse. It's going to be Virginia ball here as we're going to go to a timeout. Alright, first timeout of the game today. 10-6, Virginia up with 14:05 left to go. Hey, what's good, Warren? Welcome to the stream, man. West Virginia versus Texas Tech score. I'm going to take Texas Tech 75-66 for that one. I just feel like Texas Tech is dangerous now. They had 9 days to prepare for this game, and they're just... I feel like they're going to come out super motivated. Like, waiting for this game. Because they had the toughest schedule out of anybody last week. Usually, when I take the opponent that takes on West Virginia, I usually get it wrong. That's the thing. I took Oklahoma State the last time I covered them, and Oklahoma State blew a 19-point lead. Yeah, big game tomorrow. Pitt against UNC. Do I think that Pitt can beat UNC? That's gonna be a tough one. I'm gonna take Pitt. I'm gonna go UNC there actually, because yeah, UNC is in a roll at 10-5. Hey, what's good, Jack? Welcome on the stream. It's able to identify my hat by the college right there. Welcome on board, man. So right now we're just on the first timeout today out of this one. Not really much going on for college hoops today. Bradley taking on Loyola Chicago. That game just tipped off 8-3. The score now is that one just updated. Indiana State leading Southern Illinois 8-6. In the NBA currently going on, games tipping off right now. Magic Hornets, Pacers versus Raptors, and Sixers versus Pistons. Got some menu options over there at Wendy's right now. Oh, that's awesome. Welcome to Stream here, Jack. So, straight out of Milton, looks like. Yeah, I graduated from Curry 3 years ago. That's awesome, man. What's good, Red Sox fan? Welcome to the stream, bud. Landon, welcome on the channel, man. Yep, Kentucky taking on Alabama. That's going to be a tough matchup. Alabama's been on the roll. I was shocked, though, that game was actually close against Mississippi State. The one they played on Saturday. Let's see, I'm going to bring up the top 25 here. I don't know how in the world Boise State did not get ranked. Just total disrespect to the mid-majors out there. Boise State with only one loss, and it was against Houston in the top 10. And Boise State just doesn't get ranked. So we get back to action here. 10-6 the score. 14 minutes left to go. First half. This game moved by fast so far. No fouls still in this one. Virginia has a right baseline. It's Sam Hauser. He bounced pass over to Kihei Clark. Lobs it over the top. Watch out, Jay Huff. Throws it down right there with a right-handed flush. Virginia by 6. That's what Virginia's going to do all throughout this game. Just slow down the basketball. I'm going to use that interior defense to stop Syracuse. Syracuse has been pretty good from the interior, but from the outside, that's where they're going to have to hit shots, and Syracuse has kind of been back and forth this season. Missed the three-point shot right there by Boeheim. Rebound by Virginia. They have it at the top of the key. Hauser moves over left wing. Casey Marcel passes over into the hands here of Shedrick, who will put it inside. Hauser jumper, no good mid-range. Missed it off the mark. Rebound Syracuse. Armando's nearest popular college is Stanford there. And the closest one to him, College of Marvin. I'm going to take a look and see Stanford and UCLA when they meet up again, because that was a great matchup. Three-point shot. Boeheim once again missed it off the top of the key right there. Gets rebounded back over to Virginia. Oh yeah. Welcome in Vegas onto the stream as well here. I saw his icon, but I was going through the chat like constantly past couple minutes as well as I see that he pops up. That's good for 2 by Virginia, and they lead at 14-6. So Kihei Clark able to get it done here, and timeout taken by Syracuse. And so go to a timeout here with 12:42 left to go. Let's see here. Stanford versus UCLA. Is there another time they play? Huh. They only have one game? Yeah, that's odd. Yeah, that was the only game they had against each other, it looks like, according to the schedule. I thought they played 2 against Pac-12 opponents. Unbelievable. That's the only game that Stanford versus UCLA plays each other, according to the schedule here. Wow. But for some reason, Stanford has 3 games against Cal. That's quite odd. They have 3 games against Cal, and they only play 1 against UCLA. So yeah, Stanford's got 3 games against Cal. That's a great way to make your way into the tournament if you take care of all 3 of those games. If you happen to drop a game or 2 against Cal, that's a great tournament record right there for Stanford. We're back to action. Virginia with the basketball. They pass over left corner. Ball deflected out of bounds by Syracuse. It's by the freshman Kadari Richmond, so it's going to go right back over to Virginia. Hey, what's good, Ant? Welcome to the stream, man. Next time out, I'm going to bring up the AP poll. I'm going to see. I'm going to take a look at a little bit of the AP poll and graze through it. I'm going to take Virginia in this one. Virginia moves it over. Right wing 3. They'll take it off the back rim. No good. There's a foul, though. It's going to be picked up by Virginia. So that's defensive going up for it right there. Yeah, that was a rebounding foul. Actually, offensive rebounding foul right there by Virginia. Hey, what's good, Raven? Welcome to the stream. This year we are lost in the ever-changing teams playing. Oh, yeah. Just the schedule just keeps on switching up, like, constantly. So tomorrow I plan on being back for another doubleheader. Right now it's going to be Texas versus Oklahoma and Missouri versus Auburn, though that could possibly change because Shaka Smart today, sending my thoughts out to Shaka Smart, he tested positive today, but that game is still on currently between Texas and Oklahoma. So let's see here, should Drake be ranked? I'm going to say no to that right now. Drake's at 13-0, but they haven't played in like 2 weeks for Drake. And they haven't really won against anybody good. So the schedule will only time will tell to see when they start playing Missouri State. I think they got 4 games against Missouri State and 2 against Loyola Chicago. And then we'll start to see if Drake's for real after those games. Hey, what's good, Jack? Welcome on the stream once again. Hope all is going well. So let's see here. Taking a look at the top 25 rankings. I'm stunned about Florida State that they're still not getting the respect they deserve. That Florida State's below Kansas in the rankings, and that Kansas only dropped 6 spots to 15 when they've lost 3 in a row. That makes 0 sense. So Kansas only dropped to 15. In my opinion, Kansas, out of all these teams, the most overrated team in the top 25 currently at number 15. They got no front court, so they're not. I just don't see them at 15 at all. And Florida State at 16. That's no respect out there to Florida State, who's got a record of 9-2. Other than that, it looks pretty. Doesn't look that bad. Tennessee. I thought that they would drop Tennessee more because they had a rough week. Went 0-2. I thought that they would drop more into like the 20, 21 zone. They're at 18 though, so they're close. They did drop 12, but if they drop Tennessee down 12, you gotta make it even with Kansas. You can't drop Kansas just down 6. That's the thing. Hey, what's good, Aaron? Welcome to the stream, man. Who I got? Missouri versus Auburn. I'm actually gonna take an upset for that tomorrow. I'm gonna go Auburn in that game. They've been rolling with Sharif Cooper lately. And Missouri relies on their defense to basically get things done. And they have a couple stars in their team there. Xavier Pinson has been huge for Missouri, but that team's more primarily defense, whereas Auburn, they're electric. And whenever Sharif Cooper stepped on that court, this team can score and put up some points. And I think tomorrow Auburn can do that. So I'm going to go for the upset tomorrow with Auburn. Alright, so we're going to get back in here. 12 minutes left to go. Yeah, Bradley's surprised that Louisville's ranked this week. I am too. Welcome Engage on the stream here, man. Hope all is going well. Syracuse with the ball as we're back underneath inside. That's good for 2 by Buddy Boeheim as he flips it up and good right there in the key. So, yeah, I would have taken Boise State over Louisville at 25. So I feel like there's just a big disrespect going on right now for mid-majors. Not making it into the bracket. 11:20 left to go. Left corner jumper. Virginia missed it from the perimeter. Rebound goes right back over to Syracuse once again. Boeheim at the top of the key. He moves it over into the hands of Dolajai here with the ball. Back over to Alan Griffin now as he backs his way. Left elbow jumper gets blocked there by the Cavs. Ball's on the ground. Who's got it? Fight for the basketball. Looks like Virginia comes out with it on a pile of players right there with 11 minutes left to go. Cavaliers will take it past the half-court logo. Trey Murphy over to Clark, back over to Beekman. Clark back over to Murphy here at the left wing. 10:45 left to go. 14 on the shot clock, and that's a terrible pass. Yeah, it goes all the way to the backcourt turnover off the miscommunication there by Hauser and Murphy. So, terrible turnover there for Virginia. That's their third. Hey, what's good, Ian? Welcome to the stream, man. He's been super busy all day here. Glad to have you in the stream once again, man. Looks up and I have a stream going on. No problem, bud. Glad to have you on back in here. So 10:40 left to go. Syracuse with it, and I'm shocked that UCLA just, even with the loss against Stanford, they went up a spot. They went up to 23 this week. Off the steal, that's good for 2 by Virginia to cash it in. So they're just slowing it down, getting quality looks in this game so far. And Syracuse, they've been electric offensively and haven't been able to get much of anything right there, but that time able to get it to fall. Right baseline for 2 by Boeheim. I told Hawkeye Nation last week that Iowa would beat Indiana. Yeah, Indiana has got a tough schedule, but they're actually pretty good this season for Indiana. I thought they would keep it close, though. But Indiana actually won that game. Welcome onto the stream here, man. Virginia turns it over for a 4th time today. Syracuse passes it inside, and that's good for 2 and a foul. So Syracuse will go to line as well, shoot 1. Whoa, you guys gonna have snow in Las Vegas. That's awesome, man. What's good, Bill? Welcome to the stream. He has the under in this one. Looking good for that under right now. 16-12 with under 10 minutes left to go, and he's got Texas Tech later. Yeah, I'm going to take Texas Tech in that one as well. So, I'm going to take Texas Tech in that game. They had 9 days to prepare for their matchup, and their last 2 games got postponed, which wasn't on their fault. It was just their 2 opponents they were supposed to play. Virginia has it. Moves it back over left corner perimeter. Hauser passes over to the right wing. They'll take a 3 by Trey Murphy. He sinks it wide open. Triple there by Murphy. Virginia is able to live with a 3 ball so far. Syracuse is allowing them to just get wide open and hit threes. And Syracuse today 0 for 6 from the outside. Syracuse at the top of the key. Ball into the hands here of Boeheim. He'll take another 3. The leading scorer with 6. He missed it. 0 for 7 from the perimeter by Syracuse. Under 9 minutes left to go. First half, Virginia, deep 2. No good, hit the front rim. Rebound, Syracuse. Ball deflected, able to get it back, though, as the Orange have the ball. Boeheim once again. Dribble to the right wing. Free throw circle for Boeheim. Boeheim going to do it himself or pass it. He passes it off. At the right elbow, they'll take the jumper. Griffin, no good off the mark. Rebound, Virginia. Yeah, they're just selling for a lot of deep jumpers so far for Syracuse in this game. They're not attacking the lane at all, and Virginia is the top team in the conference when it comes to defending anything in the interior. So Virginia's been able to stop that and been able to stop the outside shot too so far. Beekman passes in the traffic. This is uncharacteristic Virginia basketball. 5th total turnover here for a team that came into the game, I think, top 5 in the nation in fewest turnovers, and Syracuse makes them pay. Inside, good for 2 there by the Orange off the layup. So no Providence Marquette on Wednesday. I'm going to be doing an NBA game on Wednesday. I actually don't get that channel for that game they're on. So I don't have Fox Sports 1 in my package. But yeah, whoever wins that game, that's a huge game. Because whoever wins that one has some momentum. Whoever loses it, they're basically done from the tournament as far as being an at-large. Syracuse mishandled the basketball, got deflected. Virginia on a 3-on-2 kicks it out, and they'll take a 3 and they hit it. Sam Hauser at the left wing knocks it down. Virginia by 8. 7:20 left to go, first half. Virginia's hit down 4 perimeter triples. Syracuse is 0 for 7 from the outside. 7:10 left to go. Kadari Richmond pass over top of the key. Into the hands of Dolajai. Back out to Guerrier. He'll take a deep 2 jumper. Contested, but hit it. That's good for 2. Wow, snow out there in 29 Palms, California, man. No part of the California desert. Under 7 minutes left to go. Wide open again. Hauser will take a 3 and automatic. Knocks it down. This is crushing Syracuse so far that they are just swarming to guard the interior, and every single time, Virginia just kicks it back outside. Virginia just made their 5th 3-point shot. Syracuse yet to hit one. A deep 2 by Syracuse. They got it. A little bit of ball movement. They're able to help that one out. Good for 2 by Dolajai. It's a 7-point game. 6:20 left to go. Virginia ball. Passes at the right wing perimeter to Beekman. Moves it back over to Clark. Clark bounce pass underneath. Shot fake back outside. Right corner to the top of the key. Wide open again. Guess what? Hauser no good. Missed it. Offensive rebound. Puts it up and in. Good for 2 by Virginia. And count the bucket and the foul. Francisco Cafaro. As Syracuse cannot box out, Virginia got the rebounds. Hey, what's good, Jagon? Do I have shorts merch? Not yet. So they didn't have any shorts on the merchandise site. They didn't have any hats or any shorts. So right now we're just in a timeout here, folks, and this one we'll get back into action with 6 minutes left to play. Media timeout. One free throw coming up at the line by Virginia. So yeah, if you guys are new here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and great start by Virginia. Just able to get open. Syracuse has been trying to guard that interior all day long, and Virginia's been able to get outside with Sam Hauser, been basically the one who's been unstoppable so far from the outside. When you leave him open, a lot of problems so far by Syracuse's defense, and they look good the last two games for Syracuse. And then they go right back to the old Syracuse that we saw earlier this season when they took on Bryant, where they were just in a shootout fest in that game. Iowa versus Illinois. Who do I like in that one? I want to take Iowa in that one to bounce back. Illinois is such a great team this season. They can be dangerous in the tournament. It's just whenever they decide to explode. That's the thing for Illinois with DeSumo and Coburn. They're just inconsistent, though. That's the thing. They got two stars in the making there with DeSumo and Coburn. Yeah, Rhode Island takes on LaSalle. And how the trend has been lately here, it seems like Philadelphia owns New England sports altogether. The Sixers swept the Celtics last week. Villanova beat Providence on Saturday. And then here we go again, LaSalle, who just won against Richmond. And I honestly think LaSalle is a great opportunity to win that game against URI coming up this week. Because URI has just been so disappointing. They get a great win, and then they followed up with a terrible loss. And URI was in a grind yesterday against Fordham, and barely got by Fordham late in that game. The final score was 54-44. So I'm not liking URI's chances, honestly, against LaSalle out of all teams. And that says a lot, because if you asked me that in the preseason, I'd be like, oh man, Rhode Island's probably going to crush this team by like 20 plus. And now it's like, I'm not liking their chances against LaSalle coming up. Currently really cold where Ant is out in Germany here, traveling all day, about 30 minutes before the stream, got in his hotel room. Currently got 73 goals. That's incredible, man. Keep up the good work, brother. 6 games left before the playoffs. 73 goals in 62 games. That is awesome. And, yep, ice baths, always the savior there. The savior here is when Syracuse can finally hit a three-point shot, because that puts them right back into the game. But they're in danger here, going down by 10. Free throw at the line, no good though by Virginia, so 9-point game as we're back to action. Rebound by Syracuse. Syracuse has it under 6 minutes left to go before halftime, and we're flying through this game so far. 2 personal fouls picked up by Virginia, only 1 by Syracuse. Not a lot of stop and start with the basketball, and that's how I like to call games here. Like, everything continuous, which is pretty cool. It's frustrating when you have a game that has like 15 fouls by one team in one half and 15 fouls by the other team. And there's like stoppage in time every like 10-15 seconds. Syracuse just double dribbled though. They turned it over. Virginia has it back. Top of the key, Sam Hauser. Moves it over to the right wing to Wunentansai. Wunentansai dribbles back to the top, flings it over to the right corner. Watch out, a 3. Hauser knocks it down. Who is supposed to man up on him, because they're leaving him completely wide open? He's clearly been the best player on this team all season long. Sam Hauser transferred from Marquette. He was a 40+% three-point shooter during his career at Marquette, and he hits down his 4th triple of the game. Syracuse down by 12, swings it over left baseline to the corner. Joe Girard moves it back outside. They take a 3, and they hit their first one of the game off the fadeaway. It's good by Alan Griffin. So back to a 9-point game. Much needed there for Syracuse to finally able to get some motivation there on them to hit a 3-point shot. Virginia has it back. Casey Marcel at the left wing. And he gets called for the travel. Turnover number 6 for Virginia. Turnovers have been an issue so far for a Cavaliers team that doesn't turn it over often. Hey, happy Australia Day out where Behind Your Arc fan is. That's awesome, man. So hope all went well during the holiday today, brother. Syracuse has it back. Trailing by 9. They'll take a deep 3. Missed it off the mark. No good offensive rebound. They put it up, and that one's good, though. Quincy Gourier with a putback. Good for 2. Virginia with 4:20 remaining. They have it again. Hauser at the top of the key. Pass over to Wooden-Tanzai. There's a lot of space. It's Boeheim who's supposed to be on him. Hauser floats it up over to Huff. Passes left corner here to Marcel. Bounce pass left baseline. Beekman moves it back outside to Hauser. Swings it out to the right wing. Shot fake. Bounce pass right corner. 3-ball in the air. No good. Couldn't hit it with Marcel. Ball gets tapped to the bounce. Last touch by Virginia. And Syracuse will have it back. They're only down by 7. So Kie Clark will have it back here. Hey, what's good, Uncle Pizzle? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope all is going well here. Sorry to hear, man, that you're still in lockdown. Send my best wishes out to you, bud. I'm doing pretty well, and happy birthday out to your daughter as well, turning 20 today. Tell her I said happy birthday. And coming up this Saturday, I plan on covering Lakers-Celtics. So Lakers-Celtics on Saturday. I think the Lakers play a national TV game coming up, too. This week. So I think I'm going to have 2 Lakers games coming up this week. Virginia gets the steal. Mid-range jumper. Couldn't hit it, though, by Virginia. By Clark. Rebound by Syracuse. Syracuse pro hop inside. Pass over to the perimeter here to Griffin. Griffin back out. Left elbow Dolajai. Moves over to Gourier. Gourier left baseline guarded by Hauser underneath. And he puts it up. No good. Great defense by Virginia. Syracuse able to get the offensive rebound. They put it back outside. They take a 3 and they hit it, though. Big perimeter triple going down right there. It's a 4-point game. Able to keep that alive. Buddy Boeheim on the board with his first 3 of the game. Best college basketball team this season is Gonzaga. Gonzaga ranked at number 1. There's two teams that look like they're just well ahead of the game this season, like out in front of the pack with Gonzaga and Baylor. Those are the top 2 teams. Number 1, number 2, Gonzaga, Baylor. Gonzaga's been great for the past 20 years. They've been up there, and Baylor as of recently has made the case. Like last year they started. They were ranked number 1 for the first time in school history last season. Virginia just scored. It's 32-26. They also were able to get the basketball. Syracuse missed it. Virginia takes a left corner 3. No good off the mark. Rebound Syracuse. Orange have it with approaching 2 minutes left to go. Uncle Pizzle just waiting for the GOAT James versus Jarrett Allen coming up tonight. Hopefully a good one. Sam Hauser going to pick up a personal foul here. Clock will stop. Oh, so sorry to hear that, Jason. Sending my thoughts and condolences out to you. Oh, man. So sorry, man. Hey, if you need anything, bud, just feel free to reach out with me, to me, man. So sorry to hear that. Let's send our prayer emojis out to my man Jason here. It's just been like awful or so the past like 12 plus months. Hey, Jagan likes the phone case. Really appreciate it. So we're gonna go on the timeout. Hey, what's good, Braden? Welcome to the stream here, man. Okay, I was okay. Well, no prayers, I guess. All right. I was gonna say I saw that and I wasn't sure. All right, so that makes me feel much better. So she is good. That's good. That makes me feel so much better. Yo, Utah's been red hot. That's awesome, man. 9 in a row there. Braxton, welcome to the stream here, man. Not really much else for other college basketball games. Loyola Chicago losing against Bradley in the Missouri Valley, 24-21 the score. Southern Illinois up against Indiana State, 29-27. Yeah, not really much in this hour. Later hour has a couple power conference games that we'll keep you guys posted with. I'll be covering Texas Tech against West Virginia coming up after this one. So right now, NBA score updates. We'll take a look now. Pistons up against the Sixers at the end of one quarter. Wow. 34-23 the score. Detroit 3-13 winning Philadelphia. Philadelphia had been struggling on the road this season. Pacers up by 1 against the Raptors, 31-30. And the Hornets up against the Magic, 30-19. So we'll keep you guys posted. Yeah, so Syracuse here just has been shooting up bricks for 3-point shots today, and they're leaving completely wide open Sam Hauser. So Sam Hauser in this game's already made 4 3-point shots in the first half, 12 points by him, and it's just been total lapses defensively by Syracuse. They've just lost track of Hauser constantly. Yep, I'm playing Braden this week in fantasy. Big week this week for some fantasy basketball. They're the best team in fantasy this week I'm playing against. Who's the better between Duke, UNC, and Kentucky? For this year, I'm going to go UNC right now. UNC has been able to get it together as of late. So North Carolina 10-5. They have turned a corner rather recently so far for UNC, and I think they're going to be in the tournament for North Carolina. For the other two, for Kentucky, it's really tough. They're going to have to win the SEC tournament title, which means most likely getting past Alabama at some point in the SEC tournament. And for Duke, they've only played 10 games so far for Duke, so there's still a lot remaining on the schedule. So we're back to action, 32-26 the score, with 1:50 left to go. And Virginia gets the basketball. So Virginia ball here. Reese Beekman passes over to the top of the key to Hauser back outside of Beekman at the left wing. I'm doing pretty well, Braxton. Hauser has it with 8 on the shot clock. They pass it over to the right wing. Wide open 3. Once again, they missed it, though, by Trey Murphy. Offensive rebound. Clark back outside to Murphy. Moves over to the top here to Beekman. Beekman over to Clark with 15 on the shot clock. 1:20 left to go. Kie Clark dribbles. Floats it up, and that's off the rim, no good. Rebound back to Syracuse. Hit the back iron right there by Kie Clark. Syracuse ball approaching 1 minute remaining before halftime. They have it inside. Back out to the perimeter here. Buddy Boeheim, top of the key, guarded by Beekman. Boeheim on the one-on-one. Dribbles now. Left elbow inside the key. He's going to dish it underneath. That ball gets deflected. It's on the ground. Goes out of bounds. And it's off of Dolajai's foot. Turnover by Syracuse. Vegas thinks Stanford can beat Arizona on Thursday. I'm going to take Stanford as well. Stanford been inconsistent this season, but Arizona isn't playing for anything this year. Stanford's playing to be a part of the tournament. And right now, Stanford's still in the bubble trying to get some more quality victories. Top of the key, Virginia with 40 seconds left to go. They'll move it back around the perimeter once again. He is just wide open. Sam Hauser hits another triple. Virginia by 9. 30 seconds left to go before halftime. Syracuse ball. Buddy Boeheim has it with 18 on the shot clock. 3-second differential shot clock and game clock. Syracuse moves it over left wing perimeter to Dolajai. Dolajai inside. Shot fake. Puts it underneath into his teammate's hands of Guerrier. Guerrier with 3 in the shot clock. Just swarmed Virginia. Comes up with a steal. Jay Huff. Dribbles. Floats it up. Oh, behind the defense. Shot fake for a 3 at the horn. No good. Just rattled out right there by Virginia. And we go to halftime. The score is 35-26. If Jay Huff had breakaway speed, that would have been a Virginia double-digit lead at half. Because he got the steal there in the key, and Jay Huff was just trying to look down court to pass it. And the pass was well behind. If his pass was right out in front of the pack, because Virginia had one of their teammates well behind the Syracuse defense. That's been a major issue today for Syracuse, is just trying to defend the 3-ball today by Virginia, and Sam Hauser's just been left wide open all day long. So many cracks in this Syracuse defense so far. So many openings in that first half. Gonzaga versus Alabama, potentially. I'm still going to go Gonzaga-Baylor for my national championship prediction. The game we didn't get in the preseason. Let's take a look here. So, fantasy basketball for me. I'm just going to take a look at my team here. So, Kevin put out, now I'm not playing him this week. I actually haven't seen who I'm playing. I think, yep, it's, okay, so I'm actually playing Braden this week. Let's see when I play Kevin. So, this is week 6. Week 7, week 8. Oh, I play you, Kevin, in week 8. So, me and Kevin, the battle of the 4-1 teams for fantasy basketball. So, that's February 8th through February 14th. Let's see our Super Bowl predictions. I bet now, because... yeah, the last 2 times I've bet against Tom Brady, and I'm not going to make it a 3rd time. Because I'm an angry Patriots fan, for me, that wishes that Tom Brady was back. That Brady greater than Belichick. That's what this year has taught us. That Brady is greater than Belichick. That wherever Brady goes, that... he's going to just win championships, and he is the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. It's going to be a great game. But, yeah, Vegas going to go Bucks 34-31. I'm going to go something similar to that. Let's see. I'm going to take Bucks 30-27. So that's what I'll go with. Bucks 30-27 there for Super Bowl prediction. It's going to be close either way. And Tampa Bay lost in the regular season to Kansas City. I feel like these games, because there's a trend that we've been noticing, is that the Buccaneers lost against the Saints in the regular season. What happened in the playoffs? The Bucks beat the Saints. Packers, Packers against the Bucks. That was a struggle anyway for Aaron Rodgers in that one. So that one's not really like a trend or so, but a lot of the other trends we've seen. Oh, wow. Kobe's family has asked the NBA to not hold tributes for him this year. I cannot believe that tomorrow's been a year. It's just so sad. Yeah, the Weeknd's is supposed to be doing the halftime show. Hey, what's good, Christian? Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, Virginia doing well so far. Putting up 35 in the first half. Syracuse has got a lot of question marks in that first half defensively. The big key is to stop Sam Hauser. That's the big key in this game, and they've yet to do that so far. He's just been left completely wide open. When you leave the best player wide open for a top 10 team, it's going to be a long night, and this is not looking good so far for Syracuse. My prediction was actually Virginia in this one. So I've yet to be 2-0 in a college basketball night in a long time. My prediction was 76-64 Virginia in this game. And Syracuse has just been jacking up 3-point shots, and they've been just rolling out constantly. They're 2 for 11 from the perimeter first half. They're not a great 3-point shooting team for Syracuse. That's the thing. They can hit twos. They've hit 10 2-point shots in this game. They're 10 for 19 for 2-point shots, but 2 for 11 from the perimeter. So they're 12 for 30 so far from the floor. Hey, what's good, Bills fan Neil? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope all is going well. Yeah, so tomorrow night I plan on being back. It's going to be a doubleheader once again. Great games. It's supposed to be, as of now, Texas versus Oklahoma. And then And then after that one is going to be Missouri against Auburn. So that's my plan for tomorrow for the 2 games. Hey, glad to have you in the stream here, Bills fan Neil. And he is glad that I'm covering Syracuse. Yeah, first time on, yeah, I think this is the first time in quite a while that they popped up national TV in a weeknight. Yeah, when Brady won his first Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes was 6. Yeah, I remember that when watching the first Super Bowl against the St. Louis Rams, and I think I was 6 years old too. What a throwback! I remember the snow game, the tuck roll game out in the snow. Bills fan thinks the Bills will be back for next season. I think there's a good chance. I think that for them getting playoff experience, that's what they need for like a young type of team there for Buffalo. And next year should be interesting. Behind the Arc fans going to be dual wielding here. Texas, Oklahoma, Alabama, Kentucky. Yep. 2 great games going on. Yeah, so Shaka Smart, he tested positive for Texas. So that game is still on right now for so unless other noted, right now Texas versus Oklahoma is still on, so I plan on covering that game unless it gets postponed. But all the players are fine. They tested negative. It's just the coach Shaka Smart that tested positive so far. And they're still playing. Oh, what's my opinion here? AP poll. So yeah, right now we're on halftime currently. Okay, so number 25 Louisville. I would have put Boise State in the AP poll by now because Boise State's only got 1 loss, and it's against Houston. So that was the first week too for Boise State. Other than that, they've won all the rest of their games. So Boise State I would have put over Louisville. UCLA lost a tight game against Stanford. The thing is that UCLA, I feel like they probably would have dropped out, in my opinion. I would have dropped UCLA out and put above UCLA. I would have put Winthrop above UCLA. Winthrop's been winning games lately. They only got 16 votes though. I don't get it. How Winthrop's got more wins than Drake. I'm just gonna take a look at Winthrop for a second here. Yeah, Winthrop Eagles basketball. If you guys didn't look up how well Winthrop is doing, they're 15-0. So I would have put probably, yeah, Boise State needs to be in there. Total disrespect to the mid-majors. Winthrop is 15-0. And Belmont's nowhere to be seen either. Belmont is 16-1 this season. So I would have probably put 3 mid-majors in. Drake is 13-0, but the thing about Drake, I wouldn't put Drake in just yet. They're receiving votes right behind Boise State. Drake has yet to win against anybody good, so that's the thing. They're 13-0, but the real test comes up later in the season when they take on Missouri State and take on Loyola Chicago. And then St. Louis without playing. St. Louis goes up 3 spots without playing a single game. I don't get that. St. Louis is back this week after a month. So St. Louis decided to take a month off, and they are back. Hopefully the players and everything's fine during their recovery process. But man, they've had the longest pause out of anybody in the nation. Virginia Tech only fell back 4 spots. I thought they'd fall back to around 20, 24, 25. Tennessee fell down 12 spots. Well, Tennessee fell down 12 spots. I thought they would fall down to about 20. The thing is Kansas, yeah. So Christian puts out, he doesn't know how Kansas is still in the top 15 after 3 losses. Same with me, man. I would have put Kansas probably in around 21, 22, 23, 24 area for Kansas. Anywhere around there. Whereas Florida State gets total disrespect. Florida State's been playing the best basketball out of anybody as of late. Florida State destroyed Clemson in their last game. They went up to only 16. Yet Kansas is 15. It makes 0 sense. Makes 0 sense. Florida State is playing at an elite level, and they are playing like a top 8 team right now for Florida State. And I think they should be considered up there in this grouping. Gonzaga, Baylor, Villanova, Michigan, Texas, Houston, Alabama's up there, Iowa. I think they're gonna find their way up there very soon for Florida State. They're separating themselves from the ACC. Them and Virginia, that's going to be a fight at the top. I'm going to take Florida State, though, to win the ACC. I feel like Florida State, when I covered them a week ago against Louisville, that team's got length, and they can knock down big shots. They've got multiple players. That's a deep team, and they're great at free throws too. I think they're like over 80% at the free throw line. Can Patrick Mahomes be the GOAT over Tom Brady, or will Brady still be the GOAT when Mahomes retires? Brady will always be the GOAT, in my opinion. It's because Brady's prolonged career, it's incredible what he's done. 43 years of age. It's incredible what he has done. I don't think that anybody else can top that off. I think it's going to be tougher for Mahomes because of, like, mobile quarterback. You can only do that for so many years or so. Be like a mobile quarterback, and then it wears off on you. That's the only thing. But Mahomes has been incredible. As for what he can do, is totally two different quarterbacks. What Mahomes can do, ability to extend the play, and able to get passes away, extending the play to pick up first downs. Whereas Brady just he just crushes you with all the matchups there, like knows exactly where to go to. You get a one-on-one matchup at the far left side of the screen. Scotty Miller lined up with a corner, one-on-one. Less than a minute left to go before halftime. Put in a dagger there, just shoot it up to the end zone, be a touchdown. Man, it's just those passes, man. Make him like an all-time great. All the reads that he's done, ability to diagnose defenses when you go to the line of scrimmage, calling audibles, and that's something that Cam just could not do this season for the Patriots. It was a learning process throughout the entirety of the season. So that's a big difference. Was the quarterbacking, even though they were less explosive this year. Yeah. So Boise State, Drake, Colorado, USC, Oklahoma State, Oregon, Florida, UConn, Winthrop, Xavier, Loyola, Chicago, BYU, Purdue, Belmont, Clemson, St. Bonaventure, Toledo, Arizona. So yeah, those are all the teams receiving votes. Clemson got 8 votes, which is over St. Bonaventure. St. Bonaventure is playing great basketball. If they keep it up, they're going to be in the tournament. They look like they're doing well. On top of the A-10, besides when we get to see St. Louis finally play. Hey, what's good, Vaughn? Welcome to the stream once again, man. Hope all is going well. Yeah, so Colorado receiving votes at 59. That feels like a crime to me. That Colorado is receiving votes at 59. Now, they got a really good point guard. McKinley Wright the fourth. He's the one that's going to have to put his team on the back and lead them to the tournament for the season. Oh boy, Spurs versus Pelicans has been postponed. Oh boy. Well, thank you for the notification there, Vaughn. I'll see if I can... Oh, jeez. Well, look at that. Vaughn the Savior. I just moved my utility guy. Because I have a full fantasy roster today. For fantasy basketball. I just moved my utility guy into the lineup there. So, looks like no Steven Adams for me tonight. So that game's been postponed. Luckily, he's the only one that's been postponed so far. Everybody else is able to play. Yeah, it's been too bad. It's taken over the fantasy basketball world for all the postponements this season. Hey, what's good, Ryan? Welcome to the stream, man. We had one hell of a fight yesterday in fantasy basketball. Me and Ryan in the fantasy league. Points just flying off the board there. With crazy game I heard yesterday with the Blazers versus the Knicks. Like they had something crazy. It was like 21 total points combined scored in like the last minute of the game. That's insane. So I think Syracuse should be ranked if we get the win tonight. They put them at 10-4. Let's see who else they got. They have to win over the weekend. Syracuse. Oh, they don't have... Oh, they got a game on Sunday. Interesting. They put it on Sunday. They'd have to beat NC State. So, if Syracuse bounces back here, beats Virginia, they'd have to beat NC State to go 2-0 and be able to be in the top 25. So, yeah, North Carolina State, they're in danger, missing out on the tournament right now. They split the series against UNC. So, we're back to action here. Second half has begun. Virginia by 9. Turnaround jumper and a key by Syracuse. No good. Rebound, Virginia. Yeah, Arizona's playing pretty decent, but ineligible this season. That just unfortunate by them for this season. Virginia moves it over left corner perimeter. Kihei Clark dribbles towards the left elbow, feeds it over inside. A Huff back outside to the left corner. Hauser just left wide open all game long. Hits the left corner triple. Catch and shoot. He is lethal from the outside. 19 minutes left to go. 12-point lead by Virginia. Syracuse with the ball. Yeah, I was surprised. So Grayson puts out Colorado best team in the Pac-12. My opinion here, I think Oregon was without their 2 stars. Chris Duarte, he was out of that game against Oregon State and they lost. But I think eventually Oregon's going to make their way to the top at the end of the season in the Pac-12. Colorado, though, they've had a lot of trouble on the road. They've been great at home. I was shocked that they received votes because they lost at Washington this week. 3-point shot. Virginia, another one. They're heating up from the outside. Top of the key, knocks it down. 41-26, that time by the big fella, Jay Huff. And a timeout, quick timeout taken here by Jim Boeheim. Hey, what's good, Darren? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you in the channel. So, Southern Illinois, do I think they're going to win in the second half? I'll take a look here and see. So, well, we got Southern Illinois, 34-33 to score. Tight game. Man. I'll take Southern Illinois right there. So, I'll say yes. So, I'll say that they'll beat Indiana State today. I'm just going to take a look, see if they played before. Or if this is the first one. If I have to change my mind first. Southern Illinois beat Butler. Okay, this is the first game they play each other. So yeah, I would give Southern Illinois a chance. So they're 1-3 in the Missouri Valley. Indiana State's 3-5. That's tough for Southern Illinois if they go 1-4 in the Missouri Valley. So I think that they could get motivated second half. Clemson, Louisville play on Wednesday. Who do I got winning in that game? I'm taking the Cards there. Clemson's on a cliff downward. Clemson is on a big cliff. They're not even going to make it into the tournament. I don't think they'll make it in for Clemson. Grayson's got Colorado as randomly his second favorite team. He has got. Okay, yep. I got that, Ryan. So yeah. So don't pick up Joe Harris or Mikal Bridges. Yeah, no problem, man. It gave you Robert Covington and Dante DiVincenzo. What? Yeah, there's been like random players like on the wire so that like transfer for some reason, and they just automatically transfer for just some strange reason, and we have to like get them back when the waiver processes. But yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Cause yeah, I saw Bridges on the wire. I was like, what? It must have been a glitch on you guys' end, and it definitely was. Jim Boeheim definitely going to be a Hall of Fame coach. Bills fan Neil puts out. He's had an incredible career. That's one thing for over 40 years for Boeheim. 41-26 to score. So we're on the timeout. 18-20 left to go. The big problem, though, for Syracuse in this game has just been defending the outside. That's where Virginia's hit down 9 3-point shots. And when they get rocking from the perimeter, they're a tough team to beat. And they're controlling this game, and when they control the game, they slow it down, too. Do I think Carly Jones is going to be the ACC Player of the Year? I'm going to go with Justin Champagnie for Pittsburgh. So I'll take Justin Champagnie for Pittsburgh there. Jones will be close, though. He's definitely going to be a first team for the ACC. Yep, Bucks going to the Super Bowl. As Warren's back out here onto the stream. Scoreboard update for the NBA. Pacers up against the Raptors, 54-49. Pistons lead the Sixers tonight, 57-40. And the Magic up against the Hornets, 55-54. KD, Kyrie, James Harden losing against the Heat, 17-12. I'm going to call an upset in that one, actually, tonight. I'm going to take Miami over Brooklyn in that game tonight. Miami up 17-12. We're back to action. 41-28 to score. Syracuse just scored. That's good for 2. Virginia now with the ball. At the top of the key. Huff moves it over left wing perimeter. Back out to the corner here with Hauser. Now Syracuse finally tries to defend him. A 3-point shot from the outside. Missed from the perimeter there by Virginia by Trey Murphy. Rebound by Syracuse. Orange has it at the right elbow. Jumper. They take it. They gut it. Joe Girard hits it. 11-point game. Right after this one should be a good one. Texas Tech, West Virginia. As that's the next matchup in store. This game moving by quick so far. We still got an hour before tip-off with the next matchup. And we're already 3 minutes basically through the second half. Clark moves it over left corner. Virginia back out to the top to Kie Clark. Drives. Kicks it back outside to Hauser. He'll take the 3 straight away. No good. Rolled around the rim and out. Huff couldn't come up with a rebound. And it gets rebounded defensively by Syracuse. Syracuse has it. Right wing here with Buddy Boeheim. On a one-on-one guarded by Beekman. Dribbles towards the top. Hauser guards him now. Over to the right wing to Dolajai. Bounce passes right baseline to Richmond. Back out. Deep 2. They'll take it. Lets it fly. No good by Joe Girard. And the rebound Virginia. Hey, what's good, Kara? Welcome to the stream once again. Hope all is going well. Who do I think's going to win? I'm going to take the Bucks. To win the Super Bowl title. So I've been on Tom Brady twice already for him to not win. So I'm not going to bet against him a third time. Never bet against the GOAT. I've learned my lesson too many times, picking the Packers and the Saints. Yep, I remember when Julius Randle was on the waiver wire. Man, there's been so many gems this year for fantasy basketball that's just stepped up. Chris Boucher, he's having an incredible season. Looks like he has a great chance to take home the 6th Man of the Year. Virginia, left corner 3. He hits it right there. Downtown by Trey Murphy now with 11. Virginia by 14. Syracuse 3-point shot right back. They hit it. At the top right there, it goes down by Joe Girard. Back to an 11-point game. Just Virginia can't be stopped from 3. They're 10 for 22 from outside. Kie Clark drives. Floats it up over the top. Huff puts it down. Alley-oop throwdown right there. I wasn't sure at first if Kie Clark was going to go for the floater for the mid-range, but instead Jay Huff right underneath with a big throwdown. 15.5 left to go. Syracuse ball, trailing down by 13. They dribble drive inside. Alan Griffin underneath, puts it up, gets blocked. Murphy with a block, and he gets the basketball. It's going to be Virginia's ball here with 15:15 remaining. Cavaliers have a right wing with Kie Clark. They have made 15 assists on the last 18 made shots from the floor by Virginia. Virginia at the top of the free throw circle. Bounce pass into traffic, tipped and stolen away. 15 minutes left to go. Syracuse back out around the perimeter. Moves it out right corner. Boeheim. Back out to the right wing. They'll slow it down here with Joe Girard. Joe Girard feeds it inside. That's another block. Jay Huff. Shot block specialist gets that one, and Virginia will slow it down. They're in control by 13, and they love to slow down the basketball. That's exactly what the Cavaliers are doing right now. Hauser with it. He has been lethal from 3. Moves it inside to Clark. Clark has it inside the key. Pump fake back outside to Hauser. Moves it back out top of the key. Clark dribbles now. Floats it up at the right baseline. No good. Rebound by Dolajai here for Syracuse. Syracuse will take a 3. Boeheim. No good off the mark. They're just jacking up 3s. One dribble up the court, taking a 3, and it gets rebounded by Virginia. Virginia with the ball. Clark now has it outside of Hauser, double teamed. Hauser with 14 minutes as we approach the mark remaining. Moves it now over left elbow. Huff back outside. Hauser passes. Wide open three. They'll take it with Beekman. Splash. Virginia by 16 and a timeout taken here by Syracuse as they take it past half court with 13:50 left to go. Remaining right now off the deflected pass goes out of bounds. So just under 13:50 remaining in this one and a timeout taken on the court. Wow. Media timeout on the court right now. This game, not a whole lot of fouls, just 3-point splashes left and right by Virginia here. And they are just completely lethal from the perimeter. Sam Hauser, 6 for 10 from the outside as we go for a timeout. Hauser in double figures, 18. 3 3-point shots by Murphy, 11 as a team by Virginia. Murphy with 11, Jay Huff with 11 points, as well as a block. Virginia with 4 blocks. Oh man, rough day for Carroll looks like. So bet on the Bills and the Packers. Same with me. We don't have like those were my predictions, but I actually didn't bet money on the games, but I predicted those games, and I was totally wrong for both of them. So good to get back on track with my predictions for this one. Darren's got on the spread here over 65 in Southern Illinois. He's also got over 70 in Virginia today. Best to look out towards your predictions, and the spread win on Southern Illinois. Hopefully able to come back in the second half. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Stanford versus USC. That's gonna be on Fox Sports 1. That's really odd. Why they're putting games on Pac-12 games on Fox Sports 1. Usually it's Big East games that they have. Quincy Gurray, he's struggling today. He's only got 6 points, and he's missed 7 shots from the floor. So he has taken the second most shots. He is 3 for 10 shooting today from the floor. Yeah, that's a great game. Stanford against USC. I'm thinking about on Saturday possibly doing Oregon against USC, because that's going to be a great game. I know a definite for Saturday. It's going to be the night NBA game, Lakers versus Celtics. So that's a definite that they have on. And then I'm going to have to see what else I plan on covering for Saturday. But I'm leaning towards doing Oregon against USC on Saturday, because I think that game's at 5 or 5:30 on Fox. And I know lately it's been a lot of problems with the ESPN games that people are like showing the actual games, especially when I cover like one of the Blue Bloods. So tomorrow it's going to be Missouri against Auburn, the late game. So it's not going to be Duke against Georgia Tech. And the early game I plan on covering Oklahoma versus Texas instead of Kentucky versus Alabama. So a lot of the Blue Bloods games that I've been covering, a lot of people have been showing like the actual stuff on YouTube and getting away with it, especially like the ESPN games. So I'm gonna go with the ESPN2 games tomorrow, and hopefully they just show the ESPN ones, because that's what they've been doing lately, and hopefully the ESPN2 ones will be fine, because I get a good amount of viewers for UConn against Creighton and Providence versus Villanova. And then when we get to the Kentucky game, there was somebody who was showing the game with over 2,000 people on the stream. So we're back to action here. 13:40 left to go. Syracuse, deep 2 jumper. And they hit it. That's good for 2 by Alan Griffin. So we're back from a timeout. 49-35 to score. Yeah, I've yet to cover Oregon this year, so I'm really interested to cover Oregon and see how they look like. Hey, what's good, Makeel? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope all is going well. Things been going pretty well here. Virginia by 14. They get the basketball. They pass it inside to Hauser. Shot fake. Dribbles back around the perimeter. Moves it back out to the left wing. Beekman feeds it over to Clark. Swings it back out to the right corner. Murphy takes the 3. No good. Rebound Syracuse. 13 minutes remain. This second half's flying on right by. This whole game has gone right on by. By the way, Syracuse has only picked up 1 personal foul, and Virginia with only 3 personal fouls. So this could be the quickest weeknight stream that they've ever covered before. 3-point shot at the left corner. It's good, with a perimeter triple going down right there by Syracuse. That's only their 4th 3-point shot of the game. So down by 11. Virginia has it. Left wing perimeter. Shot fake Huff with the basketball. Moves it back outside to Clark. Clark bounce pass over to Hauser. Moves it out right corner perimeter. Beekman bounce pass back over to Clark. Clark will take it inside. Moves it back over to the right corner. Beekman deep two, and he gets contacted. So that's only the second personal foul of the game. And the first free throw of the game here coming up for Virginia at the charity stripe. The first actual trip of free throws here coming up. So both of these teams are 0 for 1 at the free throw line. This is going to be the first time that a team gets 2 free throws here in a shooting foul. First shot, no good. Missed off the mark by Virginia there, by number 2, Reese Beekman. Sorry to hear that, Darren. He lost betting on Portland tonight there. Yeah, I heard that was a crazy game yesterday against the Knicks. It's like a ton of points in like the last minute. Second free throw good, so Virginia 1 for 3 at the charity stripe. That was the first free throw made in tonight's game. When we have 12:15 left to go in the second half. That was the first free throw made in the game. Syracuse has the right wing perimeter. Dolajai moves it back outside. They take a 3, missed it again, rebound Virginia. Syracuse is now 4 for 18 from the perimeter. 12 minutes left to go. Cavaliers basketball. Wontansai left corner. Hauser feeds it over inside the post over to Huff, and he gets fouled. Almost got the roll right in there to the net. That was close, but Jay Huff will go to the line, shoot 2. Media timeout taken, 11:55 left to go, and oh man, this game is rolling right on by here, folks, tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well as I cover play-by-play basketball here on Behind the Arc Basketball. Wow. This game is just, man, it's just flying right on by today. Scoreboard update for college basketball. Bradley with a record of 9-6 in the Missouri Valley, as Bradley's back in the chat as well. The Bradley Braves beating Loyola Chicago 35-27. Loyola Chicago was looking good this season. 12-3 record, tight losses they had, I think, against Richmond and Wisconsin, and losing this one now as Bradley just got a jumper, so it's 37-28. Tie game, Southern Illinois taking on Indiana State. Tie game up at 43. Not a whole lot of college hoops today. Later games tonight, there's a great one I'll be covering, Texas Tech, West Virginia. Also, we'll keep you guys posted on Oklahoma State versus Iowa State, as that game's on ESPN2. Iowa State with a 2-7 record, 0-5 in the Big 12. As for the NBA, let's see what we got going on right now. Magic up at the half against the Hornets, 55-54. Brooklyn Nets losing right now against the Miami Heat, 23-19 Miami. That's a lot of points. Pacers up against the Raptors, 70-60. I couldn't believe it when I saw the final score of the Celtics game yesterday. I was like, geez, that's insane. Without Jason Tatum yesterday, Celtics just put the Cavs to school yesterday. That's what teamwork is. Right there. Carson Edwards went off. He had 18 points in 19 minutes there. That's great to see. Hopefully he's able to put it on for like a more consistent basis when called upon there for Carson Edwards. Because he always just seems to do well against the Cavaliers. I remember in the Summer League, he had a great game against the Cavs in the Summer League for Carson Edwards. I think it was the game that he had a bunch of 3-point shots. I think that was in the preseason against the Cavaliers. And then he did it yesterday against the Cavs once again. It's too bad that it just hasn't been able to materialize like on a consistent basis throughout the rest of the games. Cavs, by the way, in action tonight up against the Lakers, and through the first minute, 4-2 the score. This will keep you guys posted the scores tonight. McKeel liking the Chiefs here. Better win their third Super Bowl this year. I'm shocked that McKeel actually wants to go for the Chiefs after yesterday's game there, with a huge blow up towards the end. So I'm shocked that you want to go for Kansas City there. Yeah, Vegas remembers when Loyola was good around 2018. Yep, it was 2018 tournament when they made it to the Final Four. Cinderella story. Incredible tournaments we've had. Oh, that's awesome. Breezy, welcome to the stream. He lives like 15 minutes away from Bradley University. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I got you right there, Makeel, so he doesn't want Tom to win his 7th championship. Yep, I bet against Tom in against the Saints and the Packers, and I lost both those times, so I'm not going to lose a third time. We're back to action. Virginia at the free throw line. First one good. Hey, what's good, dude? Durham, welcome to the stream. Yeah, there's not too many college games today. There's a bunch tomorrow, but not really much going on Monday. Usually Monday's like a light slate. Yep, Oklahoma got the ranking. I thought that Boise State would be in there, like over Louisville, but Boise State is 26, so receiving votes just outside the top 25. Syracuse drive shot gets blocked. It's no good. It's 52-38 as Virginia hit the other free throw. And Virginia on the fast break right here going to score up and in off the glass. It's good for 2. This game just getting well out of reach right now. 11:20 left to go. Yeah, I remember Loyola Chicago played in the Elite 8 against Kansas State. That was funny. When they took on K-State in the Elite 8, just a ridiculous matchup. 3-point shot, Syracuse missed it. They're just jacking up threes and missing them. They're 4 for 19 from the outside. Rebound Virginia, 11 minutes left to go. Cavaliers ball. Huff has it top of the free throw circle as he lost it, but the ref's going to call personal foul here, reaching by Syracuse. They're third of the half. Virginia's picked up 0 fouls in the second half of this game. Virginia only has picked up so far today for Virginia. They've only picked up 3 total fouls in the first half. Yep, Jason Tatum's playing tonight against Chicago. I think I like the Celtics' chances tonight. Tatum's back, and hopefully they're able to keep on putting together games like they did yesterday on a regular basis instead of playing down to lower opponents and bottom tier opponents in the NBA. Jumper good for 2 by Virginia. They're just running away. Casey Morcell with 4. 10:20 left to go. Syracuse ball. Quincy Gurray inside, right-handed hook shot. He gets it. Plus the foul by Hauser, so Gurrier will go to the line, shoot 1. Oof, sorry to hear that, Makeel. Raptors losing again. Yeah, they gave up 70 in the first half against the Pacers. Luckily for the Raptors is that they were able to score 60 though, so that's they're still in the game. There's been a bunch of NBA comebacks this season, but they're still very well in the game. Free throw is good at the line. Syracuse hits it, but still down by 15. Virginia with the basketball, 10:10 left to go. Quincy Gurray, 9.7 rebounds for Syracuse. Virginia passes over. Kie Clark shot fake, moves it back to the right corner, wide open 3, got it. Nobody can defend Sam Hauser tonight. Right corner triple. He is 7 for 11 from the perimeter. 9:50 left to go. Syracuse will take a 3, and they hit it from the outside there by Joe Girard. Timeout taken by Jim Boeheim. Right now, 9:51 left to go. Virginia's still up 15 points. They got it too. Virginia perfect 3 for 3 from the floor last 3 trips. Yeah, the season's still really early, Makeel. I think it's gonna be tough, in my opinion, for the Raptors to make it this year because I just feel like they're just missing their home court playing at Toronto, and that's tough for the team mentally when you're all the way away from Toronto playing in Tampa. Yeah, Minnesota doesn't have Towns or D'Lo tonight. Is Edwards a bust yet in Minnesota? I'm gonna go no. Just yet. He's really young, so he's got a ton of time to develop. 59-44, we get back to action. Syracuse had it off the inbound, missed the floater though, trying to go for the alley-oop, it hit the rim short. Virginia gets the rebound here. Cavaliers take a pass half court off a double team, they turn it over though. Syracuse with numbers, and they pass up the court, and they turn it over. Oh boy. That was a terrible turnover by Syracuse right there. They had numbers in the fast break, and that pass was to nobody's land right there. Just oversailed. his teammate out of bounds in the break. 9:30 left to go. Virginia will have the ball right back. And a 15-point lead. Cavaliers in the backcourt. Hauser able to split the double team right past half court. Now they have it. Moves it back over to the right wing perimeter. Reese Beekman. Back out to the top to Clark. He'll slow it down. 20 in the shot clock. 9:20 left to go. Hauser to the left wing. Back over to Clark at the top of the key. Moves over right wing to Beekman. Feeds it now inside. Jumper taken. Jay Huff no good. At the free throw circle. Hit the front rim. Rebound Syracuse. Approaching 9 left to go. Orange with the ball here at the top. Joe Girard dribbles towards the right elbow. Bounce pass. Turnover. Out of bounds. Girard missed his mark to Buddy Boeheim, and they just do not want to play basketball tonight, it looks like. They just do not want to play basketball tonight for Syracuse. Just like Providence on Saturday, they did not show up for the second half of this one. Not at all for Syracuse. I'm going to be doing after this one Braxton, Texas Tech against West Virginia. So one more stream after this game. And Virginia getting a little sloppy with the ball as they turn it over. Pass gets intercepted by Syracuse. Pass up the court. They're going to drive inside and the shot gets blocked from behind with a Virginia blocking foul. So it's going to send Syracuse to the free throw line shooting 2 here with Griffin. Yeah, Oregon plays UCLA twice. Those are going to be great matchups, man, to possibly determine the conference. I like Oregon right now to take the Pac-12. I think they're going to get better and better throughout the season and really step it up in the last month. They lost against Oregon State on Saturday, but keep in mind is that Oregon was without their 2 top players in the team, and they lost that game. So that's a big key right there. 59-46 the score, and Virginia, as they're trying to get the inbound, they're going to take a timeout. So Virginia down to 2 timeouts left. Syracuse down to 1 timeout. Timeout taken with 8:57 remaining. Yeah, Bradley's got the Celtics his 3rd favorite team behind the Jazz and the Bulls. A lot of great games. I'm thinking about possibly leaning towards covering Oregon against USC on Saturday. I think that'll be a great game. Yeah, Syracuse today just rough from the perimeter. 5 for 20 from the outside. They've been great with their 2-point shots. Virginia's the number 1 2-point defense though in the ACC, and Syracuse, the way that they had to beat them, they needed to knock down their threes, and Syracuse couldn't. And Virginia, they have been able to do so all game long, just completely wide open. Sam Hauser just wrecking Syracuse's defense to shreds. Hauser 7 for 11 from the perimeter with 21 points. Trey Murphy, 3 perimeter triples. 8:55 left to go. Virginia will get the inbound coming up by 13. Yeah, Alabama at home against Kentucky tomorrow. Only favored by 8.5. Yep, and they beat Kentucky 2 weeks ago by 20 there. I think once again Alabama's been playing the hottest basketball out of anybody in the nation, so I think Alabama once again has a great chance to win by double digits again. So we're back to action. 8:45 left to go. Darren puts out his info, says West Virginia will win. Am I wrong? I predicted Texas Tech to win today. So Texas Tech was coming off a big week the week prior. The win against Texas, they fought hard against Baylor. The game is at West Virginia. I think it's going to be a tight game though, but I like Texas Tech and how they've been playing recently. They missed the last 2 games. They got postponed for Texas Tech. But if the big key is, because West Virginia struggles with 2-point shots. West Virginia's great from the perimeter, though. Texas Tech has struggled to guard the perimeter, but they held their own against Baylor, actually. Baylor's a top 10 3-point shooting team in the nation, and Texas Tech actually held Baylor below their season average, around like 36%. So Texas Tech been getting better, locking up the perimeter. So that's why I went Texas Tech. They put in a hard fight against Baylor, and they also had 9 days to prepare for this game as well. So we got 8 minutes left to go. Syracuse will get the inbound, 7 on the shot clock. They pass over to the left corner. Dolajai moves it back outside. Syracuse takes a desperation 3. Hit the front rim, no good. Rebound, Virginia. Cavaliers with it with under 8 minutes remaining. They move it over left baseline. Watch out, lob over the top. Throws it down. Two-handed flush by Jay Huff. That was an issue with LSU on Saturday. They just were outnumbered in transition. Complete alley-oop jams multiple times. Once again, Syracuse having that defensive problem today. 61-46. Syracuse had it in the post, and Jay Huff picked up a personal foul, so it's going to send Syracuse to the free throw line coming up. As we also go on the timeout. So Syracuse looking good, leads at 61-46. Pistons have hit 19 of 20 free throws. Wow, in the first half. That's the story of the game. Pistons by 14, man. So we take a look at it right now. Quick scoreboard update on this timeout. Pistons up against the Sixers, 64-50. That's why I'm shocked at that score looking at it. Wow. Free throws aplenty for the Pistons first half. Pacers up now, starting off the third quarter, lead the Raptors 73-63. Magic up against the Hornets 68-61. Heat lead the Nets 40-38, and Cavs lead the Lakers 16-15. We'll keep you guys posted. Yeah, if the Celtics are able to keep Zach LaVine to under 20 points, they should get the W for today. I agree. Celtics just can't be playing down to lesser competition. That's the thing. Like the game they had a no-show against the Knicks. They lost against the Pistons the first time they took them on. It's those types of games. Like, you lose against bottom-tier teams in the NBA. You got to do what you did against the Cavs and the Grizzlies when you played them. The Celtics have that potential to just tear them apart. Celtics are dangerous. If they're just like Illinois for college basketball. If Illinois gives it their own, they're dangerous, but they're just so inconsistent. That's the thing. They got 2 stars for Illinois with Ayo DeSumo and Kofi Cockburn. I remember it was a couple weeks ago. There was one game that they were trailing bad at halftime, and they went on a huge run in the second half. Yeah, it was against Northwestern. They just completely shattered Northwestern in the second half, and they have that type of potential to create their own energy on the court. Yeah, Illinois outscored Northwestern 53-13 in the second half. That was when Northwestern was ranked, and Northwestern was up at halftime. It's the type of team that the Celtics are that just sometimes they just come out super flat. Just cannot create their own energy. Other times, they're just balling and so tough to stop. And yeah, we saw that all the way back last year, too, in the bubble. There was that game where nobody could stop them in the bubble. It was against the Brooklyn Nets when I covered that one. They put up over 140 points in that one. And in other games, they just were just disappointing. Oh man, they're showing the replay there. Send it in, Jerome. They're showing on TV when he made the slam dunk and broke the glass for Pitt. Wow, what a classic. ESPN just showed that clip on the screen right there. So we get back to action. 7:40 left to go. This game's flying by fast tonight. It's going to be 2 free throws here. Dolajai at the line. First one's good. 14-point game. Second free throw good. 61-48, 7:30 left to go. Virginia takes it past half court. Watch out. Where was the defense by Syracuse? Nobody got back. Jay Huff, the tallest player in the team, right underneath the basket. Send the pass up ahead of the pack right there and jams it down with an easy two-handed jam. 7:20 left to go. Syracuse, jumper, deep 2. No good. Rolled around the rim and out right there by Dolajai. Rebound, Virginia. Cavaliers with the ball, and also Virginia plus 12 in the glass, 35-23. Approaching 7 minutes remaining. Virginia top of the key. Hauser moves it over to Huff, feeds it inside over to Clark. Bounce pass back to the right wing to Murphy, slows it down, passes over. That is Clark passes inside. Hauser missed it. Able to clean it up, though, with a two-handed flush. That is Jay Huff. Jay Huff, 19 points, 8 for 11 from the floor. This is a massacre. 65-48 with 6:40 remaining. Syracuse basketball. Bounce pass Dolajai. Lobs it over the top. As he'll go inside. Good for 2. This might be actually near my prediction, honestly, for today. I predicted in the pregame. Oh, I thought I had a little bit more. I had Virginia 76-64. So that was my prediction. I was thinking about going like a 15 or 16 or 17. I feel like that's where it's going to go right now, instead of where I have it predicted as a 12-point win. But either way, I think the line was around 7 for this one, I believe. Virginia around the perimeter. Quick foul picked up by Syracuse as we have 6 minutes even. My favorite team for college, that's Providence and URI for college. I'm a Celtics fan for the NBA. So I'm actually from Massachusetts, where I'm from. So I'm a huge New England sports fan. So Celtics, Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins. Yeah, I think a lot of people at Syracuse, they were trying to go for the upset. Virginia takes the 3, no good. It gets tipped up in the air, it got blocked, but Virginia going to have it right back. They'll take another 3, misfire that time, rebound Syracuse. 5:40 left remaining. This is a crusher for Syracuse because they're still in the bubble, trying to get themselves into the tournament. Lobs it over the top. Alan Griffin has it. Bounce pass behind his back. Missed the slam dunk. But there was a foul. And Syracuse will go to the line here. Shoot 2 with Guerrier. He should have been able to finish that. So it should be a 13-point game now instead of a 15-point game. He should have been able to finish that dunk. And Guerrier will shoot 2 at the line. First one's good. We got 5:30 remaining. Yeah, Goody's prediction way off. I actually took Virginia in this one. I keep on predicting the wrong teams, and I told myself this week, I'm like, man, you got to keep it simple this week. This week I'm going to go for the 2019 National Tournament title winners, or title game teams, with Virginia and Texas Tech, both of the teams to win tonight. So that's where I went to today. So I took Virginia in this one. I took Texas Tech in the next game. 5:15 left to go. Virginia missed it. Syracuse, though, takes it off the dribble drive inside. They get fouled again. So Syracuse, first time able to get on a run today. Part of a 6-zip run by the Orange. And they're going to go back to the free throw line here. Shoot 2 with Alan Griffin. First one's good. After this one, should have a great game. Texas Tech against West Virginia in the next game. Second free throw good. 65-54. We got 5:15 remaining. Inbound Virginia. Able to get it past half court. They'll just have it around the perimeter. At the right wing here, Reese Beekman slows it down. 20 in the shot clock, approaching 5 minutes. Left to go. Lob over the top as they go for the alley-oop throwdown. Another one. Watch out behind the defense. Virginia with the cuts. It's just making Syracuse get caught off guard throughout this game so far tonight. Syracuse 3-point shot. Hit the front rim, no good. Tipped in the air. Tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Virginia. Out of bounds, so Syracuse will have it. I don't believe so. So, yeah, I don't believe that Gonzaga-Baylor is going to try to make it up now from like a month ago, that postponed game, yeah, from December. Yeah, I think since they're in conference play now, they're just going to stick to their conference games and probably not have a chance to make it up. Yeah, hey, welcome to Stream 420. I won't be able to do the Celtics game tonight. I actually don't get the channel for it because it's on NBC Sports Boston. I don't have that one. I usually do the ones on ESPN and TNT. So it's just college hoops that I plan on covering tonight. Virginia's going to go to the line here. 4:30 remaining. Texas Tech are 1-7 in their last 8 games on the road when playing West Virginia. Oh boy. So maybe you might have it right there. Should be a good game. I'm still going to go Texas Tech, though, in that one. Texas Tech's undefeated on the road this season. I just really like how Texas Tech played the week prior, with how they fought against Baylor, how they were able to come back and beat Texas and adjust in the second half. Jumper, no good off the mark. Syracuse missed it, up by 15. Terrible pass by K.A. Clark. As he got deflected in the backcourt, Syracuse gets the steal and they throw it down with a two-handed jam. That should have never happened. 4 minutes left to go. Virginia ball. They'll slow it down. Hauser moves it back over to Clark. He'll try it again. K.A. Clark dribbles, pro hop inside. Shot fake, moves it back out to Hauser on a one-on-one guarded by Boeheim. Back out to Clark at the top of the key. Bounce pass inside here. Moves it out to the right corner, just wide open. Three, they got it. Trey Murphy hits it from the right corner. The passing has been on point tonight by Virginia in this game. They've got a wide open looks all over the place in this game. They're playing so much better than what they were back in November and December. Syracuse turns it over right past half court. Virginia tried to go right in there, scrappy defense, and able to force it off a Syracuse player out of bounds. Hey, what's good, Jose? Welcome to the stream, man. So he is back. He's at work with his mom right now. Glad to have you in the stream once again, man. 3:31 left to go. Virginia looking good. Also, in the bonus here as we update as we go to a timeout. Hey, congrats right there. Darren, already a winner in Virginia, and we still got 3.5 minutes left. Scoreboard update we got for college basketball. We'll go over to the NBA just a moment. Tight game, Southern Illinois leading Indiana State by 1, 59-58 with 5.5 left to go. Northern Iowa taking on a non-Division I school, having problems with a non-D1 school, but Northern Iowa still winning 64-55. I cannot believe this. When I was doing my my rankings predictions in the preseason for like the top 45 rankings, I had put Northern Iowa as a flyer in there at number 45 just to throw in, because they had basically their entire team back for Northern Iowa, but their best player got injured. I think their best player got injured like the third or fourth game of the season, and after that it's just been awful this year for Northern Iowa. It's been terrible. So now they're winning by 10, but it's against a non-Division I school. Northern Iowa's 3-10 for their record. Just a really rough season for them. Bradley leading Loyola Chicago 47-42. Welcome back, Aiden, onto the stream. He's ready for the next one here. I'll be back. New stream in less than 20 minutes. I'll be back with the next one. For no spamming the chat though, Aiden. So I'll be back on the next one, West Virginia, Texas Tech. Scoreboard update, NBA currently. Pacers up against the Raptors, 80-77. Magic lead the Hornets, 83-69. Make it 83-70 with a free throw by Cody Zeller. Pistons, the shocker today here. The Sixers they've had trouble on the road this season though. The Sixers 3-4 in road games this season, and the Pistons lead at 76-61. The score in that one currently. Heat leading at halftime against the Brooklyn Nets. What about the offense for Brooklyn? Oh no, 45-41 the score. Unbelievable. The Brooklyn Nets held to 41 points in the first half. And this is with, let's see here, KD, James Harden, and Kyrie. All three of them are playing right now. KD, James Harden, Kyrie. And they have combined. Kevin Durant, wow, he is 2 for 11 shooting. Joe Harris is 1 for 4. James Harden is 1 for 2. He only took 2 shots in the first half by James Harden. And Kyrie shot the ball 4 for 9. The Brooklyn Nets have only scored 41 points in the first half against the Miami Heat. They went 15 for 43 from the floor. That was 35% shooting from the floor in the first half by Brooklyn. Wow. Usually it's the defense that's suspect. Man, Cavs taking on the Lakers. Lakers looking good at the end of one, leading 34-23. So free throws coming up in the line. First one. That one's good by Virginia. We got 3.5 left to go. Reese Beekman looking for a 10 spot. Double figures for him on the board today, and he's got it. Beekman in there as well. Hauser leading scorer with 21 tonight for Virginia. Trey Murphy with 16. Jay Huff with 19 points, 11 rebounds. And Reese Beekman now with 10 points. 3:20 remaining. Syracuse down by a bunch, trailing by 18. Dolajai moves it over to the top here to Gerard. Virginia was able to stop the lethal shooters on this team. They had 3 players enter this game, averaging over 15 per game. Kihei Clark comes up with a steal, cashes it home for 2, up and in off the backboard. Virginia exploding here, up by 20. This team is dangerous. Last season, they were in a grind fest. Every single game, winning games by like the score like 54-50, winning games in the 60s and the 50s and even the high 40s. This year, with the addition of Sam Hauser, they have risen to the occasion lately and they can score. Missed shot in the key by Syracuse. Rebound Virginia. 2.5 left to go. Kihei Clark, 9 assists today. 9 assists to 2 turnovers here. For a very great 5'9" facilitating point guard that played in the national title game from 2 years ago. Bounce pass over to Clark. Moves it back outside. Hauser takes the 3. Got blocked though by Syracuse. Here goes the Orange. They take it past half court. Not enough speed though. They move it back left corner. Catch and shoot 3 from the perimeter. Missed it. See, those are the things. They just move the ball to one of their players and take a 3-point shot. That's like every single offensive possession for Syracuse, basically. There's like no rhythm offensively because they only go 1 pass. They're not making the extra pass at all for Syracuse. Whereas Virginia, they get the whole team involved offensively every single possession. Clark, bounce pass, left wing. Back over to Clark, top of the key. Bounce pass over to the free throw circle to Huff. Huff has it, 4 in the shot clock, drives inside, and that will be a blocking foul by Syracuse. Clock will stop with 1:43 left to go. Darren's go West Virginia, +2 on the line for that one for today. Yeah, I think that's going to be a much better game tonight. These Big 12 games have been incredible lately. Like Monday night Big 12, these games are a treat to watch. First free throw, Virginia hits it with Jay Huff. Jay Huff with 20 points, 12 rebounds. Yeah, this is terrible for Syracuse. This is heartbreaking for their tournament chances. Coming off a great win against Virginia Tech and then this. So it kind of makes me wonder, how good is Virginia Tech even? That's a question. Like, is Virginia Tech gonna be in there to make the tournament? Because Virginia Tech was a no-show against Syracuse, lost by 18 on Saturday. And look at Virginia today, they just keep it up. 21 points, a career high by Jay Huff. He hits both of them. So Virginia Tech's got a tough schedule coming up. They could possibly be the next Clemson if they can't get it together. That's the thing. Because Clemson was a team that peaked way too early, I feel like, and now they're going to miss the tournament. Syracuse, off of 1 pass, they take a 3 and they miss it. That's the basic offense for Syracuse today. They're not making 5-6 passes per possession to get a better shot selection. Virginia has the top of the key. 1:20 left to go. Moves it over left wing perimeter. It's Abdur Rahim as they've got the bench players now into the game here. Morcell back out on top with one in Tunsai. Back over to Casey Morcell. Wide open 3, and he's got it with a minute left to go. Braden's up by 4, looks like in fantasy, 130 to 126 now. Virginia all over Syracuse, 81-56. With 54 seconds left. Ooh, let's see here. Speaking of scoring in the 40s here, has there ever been a really good player from the NBA player from the Ivy League? Good question. I can't remember, like, any really, like, great players or so from the Ivy League. Just Jeremy Lin that was in the NBA for a couple seasons, but I can't remember, like, any player that, like, had, like a long, successful career from the Ivy League in there. Final 30 seconds remaining. What a beatdown. Kara just only speaking facts here. So funny when I mention Clemson, just roast them. Yeah, I'm just not high on Clemson. I'll be shocked, honestly, if they make it to the tournament bracket. I will, because I looked at their schedule and they are tough. That schedule is tough coming up for Clemson, so that's the thing. And I'm a Providence fan, and I don't think that Providence right now. I'm not. It's tough. Whoever loses that game, Providence or Marquette, they're going to be out of the tournament bracket. That jumper's good for Syracuse, though Virginia comes out on top in this one. Final score 81-58. The final in this one. Let's hear. Where's Aaron Rodgers going to be going next? To see. Oh boy. I wonder about Indianapolis. So Aaron Rodgers, things definitely shaky between him and LaFleur right now. I think that Aaron Rodgers is going to go elsewhere. I'm going to predict the Colts that he'll go to for Aaron Rodgers if I had to go for a prediction. I'll be back 20 minutes from now. This game went by so quick. Actually, 15 minutes from now, I'll be back for West Virginia versus Texas Tech. Gives me time to change over my graphics, and we'll be back in a little bit to this one. We'll put on the final here for this one right now. But man, Virginia came in, they hit the 3 today, and they exploded from the outside. They hit down 14 3-point shots in courtesy of Sam Hauser, making 7 of those perimeter triples today from the outside. Jay Huff had a career-high 21 points for Virginia. This team is dangerous, looking good. And they just held a Syracuse offense that was averaging over, I think, like 75 to 77 points per game this season. Top-tier offense in the nation. In college basketball, they just held them to 58 for Virginia. And this team, they total difference from last season. They can score here for Virginia. And they ended this game with a 12-2 run. So that's a wrap for this one, everybody. Feel free to come back on the next one. Before I go, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm going to close out here. Big thank you to my members here. We got Jack, Jason, the sports expert, Warren, and Aaron, the members out on the stream. Thank you guys. Appreciate it here. As we'll be back on the next one in about 15 minutes on Behind the Arc Basketball. Enjoy the rest of your Monday night.